Hello YouTube, I'm back with another deck, and this honestly, so far, I've been playing this off camera, my favourite deck so far. Code's basically you have to really start messing around in the office during the intro, see you later. Alright, no offense, I love you dearly. But yeah, I've been playing this a hell of a lot off camera. Now, in the build-up to this expansion, people have been going like, oh, boo-hoo, Warrior, it's so bad, laughing at Warrior. And right now on Heat's replay out the 11 classes, it's currently sat in 10th place from what I can see. I think it's been bobbing between 10th and 11th, and around about a low 40% win rate. And I'm here to tell you that you're playing Warrior wrong. The Warrior deck is actually pretty good, honestly. Surprisingly good. I'm going to show it off to you. So this is my big Warrior deck. What is the name of the game? Name of the game is to play the Blackrock and Roll. Gives all my minions in my deck attack and health equal to their cost. We have a lot of big minions in there. I've also got Lor'themar that if I can play that will also double the stats. And I would just get a giant Trench Stalker and run them over. Now you might be thinking, firstly, is that a frog in your throat? Yes, it is. You might be thinking, you're a combo deck. Kind of, but not at the same time. Most of the time, I don't win through getting a giant Trench Stalker. I just start putting on so much pressure that the opponent can't live with it. And eventually a Trench Stalker will come through that is, you know, like a 17, 18, I think it would come out to. And that just gives it the finishing blow. Sometimes you get like, you know, a huge Grommash, a huge Remornia. There's a lot of fun things you can do. To explain some of the other things, we have Naga Giant in here because we have a lot of expensive spells as well. We have the Riff package in here, which can quite easily get this discounted down to, you know, 0 cost. If you roll Blackrock and Roll with Naga Giant, this comes out as a 28/28 because it is a 20 cost minion. Also, if you dredge it with Lavagorger, you get 20 armor. That is a lot of armor for 4 mana. It's a very good dredge target. Other nice things in there, because we've got the Riff package with the finale, I've thrown in School Teacher, because that can give you nice little 1-cost minions to help you get to that finale goal. We've then got some of the control package. I think this is more of a control-based deck. We've got Brawl in here, we have Bladestorm, I've got Bash, I've got the Shield Slam as well, and then stuff like Astalor. Other than that, we just have cards that generate us some value. For example, we have Fizzle in here, who could potentially get me into the Blackrock and Roll, might be able to get a Lor'themar, or just get me some more cards. Anything's good. And that's kind of the name of the game. And then finally we have Zilliax in here just for a little bit of extra armor gain. Now, there are probably like, I think in this deck, and by the way, in case you didn't notice, it's a Renathal deck, so we have the extra 5 health and the extra 10 cards. I think the kind of the cards that are not really fitting in yet and could be changed. Treasure Guard is kind of in here as a taunt minion, just trying to survive the early game, and it gives you a ability to draw a card. Last Stand can be decent to double the effect of a taunt minion. That's partially why I've got the Treasure Guard in here, as well as like stuff like Zilliax in here and the what's his called, the Sword Eater. I think probably Treasure Guard is like the one card in here that you could mess around with. Maybe Asvedon as well, who occasionally can do huge things for you, but sometimes, you know, it's a bit hit and miss. Other than that, I think the rest of the cards are pretty solid, pretty well refined. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into some games. Now, you might be saying, Andalono, how good is this deck? Well, when I was recording yesterday, or streaming yesterday, I was in, I think I ended the stream low silver, sorry. Just about to go into gold. I climbed with this deck basically on its own into platinum. That's pretty good. I will say now we're a day later though, the decks are getting more refined. A lot of people are running the Paladin package now, which is very strong. And it's actually a bit of a problem into this deck. There's a lot of Outcast Demon Hunters going about right now. Again, not necessarily too bad into my deck because I have control elements, but it's spooky. I will say the Warlock deck, assuming this is Imp Warlock, that can really brutalize you in the early game. Hopefully it's Control Warlock. That's perfect. I don't really know how I should be mulliganing this yet. I typically look for stuff like the Bash, my Sword Eaters. Blackrock and Roll, though, maybe that it's worth just hard mulliganing for it. It's such a pivotal card in the deck. Okay. Slow start for the opponent. I can live with that. Right now, we're looking to get to turn 4 Blackrock and Roll. And they are going to be in a world of hurt. Interesting you're running Acolyte of Pain. You know what? I pass. I was going to bash it, but I don't really care. What's happening? Okay, time to Black, Rock, and Roll. Okay, probably should end my turn as well. Not BMing my opponent. I wonder if this is a free-to-play deck. It has the hallmarks of it. Okay, let's not Bladestorm this. They've not played a spell yet. Okay, let's get some armor then. Oh, baby. I'll take a 7-mana 14/14, which is going to increase the cost of all my other cards in my deck. That seems very fun. And they should probably work on killing the opponent. Okay, it's Lucio from Overwatch. Alright. Let's not let you have any cards. I should have cleared this out earlier. You've played Spirit Bomb now, but that's not very good with Grandshield. And I really don't care about anything else you have on board right now. 3 damage, I sleep. This must be the combo Warlock deck, right? They've just put in a ton of draw cards. And then they're going to try and survive. So it's going to be the Jailer plus Mal'Ganis, I imagine. Okay, enjoyed this. Warlock, I bet you've never dueled like this before. Yeah, just keep pushing the button, don't worry. Oh, they didn't get the... Oh, no, they didn't get the draw, sorry. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Would be a great Defile. Let's get finaleing. Okay, so we have the 4 here. I guess I should respect the spell damage. Make it harder for them to Mortal Coil. Now, one thing I will say is if they do get that combo off, I don't think I can beat it. I don't have hard... No, I do have hard removal. I have Brawl. But I still couldn't... No, I could beat it then. So we have to save our Brawls. Alright, that's a pretty good minion. 24-36. I can live with that. Another 24-36. That seems very reasonable. Do I want to Bladestorm this? It does clear off a few minions. I don't care. Right, enjoy. Deal with this. We might as well throw you on the board. Alright. I think we are displaying lethal right now. Any hard removal, Warlock? NG, why do you want to start a Scorpion farm? Alright. Oh, interesting. Uh-oh. They've taken my deck. You cheater. I'm intrigued and scared. I will take my 1. A gallon of the Deathstalker Scorpion's venom is worth 39 million pounds. That's pretty expensive. How many Scorpions though to get a gallon? I imagine it is a hell of a lot. You have to milk one 2.6 million times for a gallon. That'd be a great job if you were going on to like your game show. It's like, oh, what do you do for a living? I'm a Scorpion milker. Who is this? This is Druid. I have no fear over Druids. In fact, I think this deck that I'm rolling right now is probably one of the great counters to it. Assuming it's the hero power one, which it might not be. No, it probably is. You are a Renathal deck, though. Okay, it definitely is. But yeah, so what if you get a hero power that does, you know, 5 plus 5? They're rookie numbers. What if I summon a minion with 24, 35? Eh? What then, Druid? The Queen's trove is forbidden. Now I will say, because they're running the 40 card deck, then they're probably going to have the big minion package from, I can't remember his name, but the Quill Ball. So I should probably save Bladestorm for that. And or Brawl. I think it's worth clearing that off. You know what? Let's clear the board. I'm a control deck, right? There are some decks I've seen, and I want to kind of try this out, where they use the hero power button in like a token aggro druid. We all exist in harmony. In which case, you do want to clear the minions off. It's pretty infrequent. I've only seen that once. Anyway, GG. I'll clear it. Another Brawl. We haven't played a Riff yet, right? It's still good. My back. How is it sore already? Oh, by the way, when I played this Druid deck, I completely forgot Crypt Keeper existed. That definitely should have been in that deck. It was a my bad moment. Okay. Have I got both Bladestorms? No, I've only got one still. 3... Can I get 3 more armor? No. I'll leave it. I'm not afraid. Not afraid. Okay, that is also pretty spooky, but we have the answer in hand. What a great coin. Oh, interesting. Wait, they generated a beast? I didn't notice. I thought they drew it. Oh, that's pretty good for me. I really don't want to brawl this. I can't really win the brawl.
Worthy or unworthy?
But I really want the Riff to go off. And I don't want to Bladestorm either.
Worthy or unworthy?
It looks stupid, it looks like a waste, it kind of is. The dream is that happened, actually. And we have Finley to flip my deck if I want. I probably don't want right now, just because Timber Tamborine's up, but as soon as that goes off, I could flip my deck and pretty content. And don't worry about them having, 59 armor right now. That's rookie numbers. Hey, this is why I was reluctant to use Bladestorm. No, we don't flip still. We're not in a rush. Tamborine's about to go down. Now, we could use, if they just get rid of it now, Trench Stalker to clear it as well. I'm okay with that. One in the deck has already been buffed up to the 17, 18. Honestly, the times I've played against this deck as well, assuming we've got a decent draw of some of our control options, this deck often just decks out. Might be why they've gone to Renathal, just to trying to avoid losing 2 control matchups. Alright, let's see what they're going to do. Alright. You're going to Tambourine as well? No. Oh, baby. Well, I think we just Brawl immediately. And Bladestorm the Tambourine. Nice. It's better to be lucky than good, okay? Okay, 1 big minion doesn't bother me. Alright. Did they not attack me then? Oh, they wanted to save the tambourine. Interesting. Bold and interesting. We're not in a rush. Just play slow. We're a control deck. They've played 9 more cards than me. It's fine. Chill. This is why we have Astalor. Actually, this is why we have Olga. Olgra. Oh, that's why we have Remornia, the Living Blade. She's gonna live through this as well. Unless my maths is wrong. Which it wasn't. And that's horrible for Druid. Dealing 1 damage. I doubt they're running a card that can just do 1. They're going to have to hit it with the face, I think. And look at that. Their health. 34 with 1 armor. Me, 29 with 11. The tables, they're turning. They had to use a rake for it. They refused to hit it with their face. Coward. Ultimate cowardice. Now, I will say I have one problem here. I should have got rid of the 4-1. Because now my Bladestorm isn't going to kill them all. That's a small issue I've encountered. It's fine. Ish. It might not be fine. It's not fine. Because the button does enough, right? No! They have lethal, maybe they don't notice. Don't notice? They noticed. Come on. We were both lucky and unlucky there, in my opinion. Very smart of them if they intentionally left the 4-1 up, by the way. Oh well, it is what it is. They had like the dream draw. And we still nearly came out on top. Speaking of which, where were all my Gigabuff minions? Where are all my big taunt minions?
What shall I play? Eternity draws near.
This is a pretty good 3-4-5. I kind of treat School Teacher as the 5. Just as another FYI, the other reason why School Teacher in the deck, other than the fact it gives you the 1-cost minion, which is pretty good with the Riffs, 2 of the Riffs are 2 and 3 cost, so they can be found with the Nagaling. Okay, this is Outcast Demon Hunter, I think. We are just going to chill for a while. I'm probably coin out the Sword Eater. I don't think Outcast Demon Hunter yet has been fully refined. There's a few deck lists floating around. Most of them are running like the Outcast package, plus the the rush package in it. I've seen some running with FoL cards and almost like the Quest Demon Hunter cards. Some relics and stuff in there. At any rate, it's dangerous. It can draw a lot of cards and hit you pretty hard, so... As long as we can stay on top of them, though. Taunt is not their friend. Okay, I can live with this start. Do I fizzle this? No, we're not going to get to the end game, right? Fizzle's in the deck for the control matchup where we need to get more value to beat the opponent. In this matchup, he's a 3-mana 3/3.
It is our time to step out of the shadows.
They will never catch me. Who's hiding now?
You love to see it. Turn 4, they have like no minions on board. Yes, please. I tell you what, let me dredge. Oh, baby. Let me dredge Zilliax for even more despair. All the taunts, I'm cheating. Ah, this card is insane. Possibly the best card in the expansion. But we're going to overcome it. Okay, I don't think this is a Zilliax turn just yet. Let's see what we get out of the school teacher. A whirlwind. I will lose the Nargling, but small price to pay.
I am truly moved.
Fathomless.
Oh. They're rushing my stage. It's not their stage, it's my stage.
Anyone ought to a ghoul to the face.
Okay, 0 mana 5/5 with rush, pretty good. 0 mana 2/1 with rush, pretty good.
If 3 rights make a left.
Are they considering not trading here? Or I guess they're considering using their weapon to hit it. Fucking hit it with the weapon, you cowards. It's basically 4 mana, deal 8 damage, draw 4 cards right now. And they're like, more? I want more. It's the opposite of... No. Is it the opposite of Oliver? Oliver was a hungry, sickly boy who wanted some more food. This is the wealthy wanting to get richer. It's not quite the same, right? Or they may have just disconnected, who knows. Either way, I'll take it. They might just be aware that despair is on the horizon.
Any questions?
Yeah, I think they've thrown in the towel.
Ooh, was that in tune?
Never mind, they're back.
A watery grave awaits.
We can clear that.
Who's hiding now?
Pretty easily, in fact. Ooh, very nice. 4 mana, deal 8 damage, draw 5 cards. Very good. You're looking a little bit low on the old cards in the deck, though, now.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
Alright, chill out. Chill your beans. Alright, I am not a coward. We will roll you into here. I will hit you with my face. And then I'll heal. God, I love this matchup. Oh, another Glaivatar. You only have 8 cards left, though, Demon Hunter.
Is it safe to feed?
I will find a way.
Do you have to play the Outcast effect of this to get the random card? Same with Glaivatar, actually. I'm not sure. I've not played this deck yet. I was starting to formulate my own list, as you may have noticed. Well, probably not on the YouTube, but on the Twitch side of things, when I showed my deck lists. Alright, what is the next card? Pretty good card. What is a taunt minion? What is the last spell you played? Predation. Not really worth it for me, sadly. Just keep whittling them down, keep clearing the minions one at a time.
Is it safe to feed?
I will find a way.
They're still drawing cards. They're still drawing cards. You only have 3 left.
My torment is my muse.
Alright, that is their big card. If we can overcome this, we win. So this would go to a 4-8 if I played it right now. Interesting. I think this is fine. Because it goes in like the reverse order to a played or something along those lines. Then the last card you played was draw more cards. Do I get the Outcast here? I guess it wasn't Outcast.
They will never catch me.
I've exhausted my deck.
If 3 rights make a left.
Who's hiding now?
They took 4 fatigue, so 5 is next up on the fatigue damage. Man, they still came pretty close to getting me here.
They will never catch me.
And I say pretty close. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is school teacher better? Into the guard? It has to be, right?
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me!
That will do.
I see you know all the notes. I must withdraw.
Holy macaroni. Every time I've played that deck, I've never gotten that close to it breaking through me. I suppose I still had a Bladestorm, 2 Brawls. I didn't get to play Blackrock. You know what? Maybe that was the reason. I played none of my key cards and I still beat them. When Demon Hunter faces me, this is what they're like. This is how Demon Hunter feels.
Anhilda versus Nemzi.
Let's have some fun!
Okay, I don't think I should keep Lor'themar just in case it's hyper aggro deck. I'll keep a Bash though. Okay, this feels pretty good. People who run Nemzi as the portrait, they don't play Imp Warlock. They play Control Warlock. Right?
You here for the tour?
It's definitely got control elements in it. This is not worth batching. I push my button and pass. Hello, co-host Millie. Blessed by both co-hosts. Come on up here. There you go. Why do you look so shocked? This is what you wanted. This is what you were asking for.
You here for the tour?
Oh, another tour guide, I see. Where are you trying to go? Alright. I need to play my cards. Can you go there and be careful? Right, I can't see my cards. I'll play in the OBS window. Perfect. Alright, see you later, co-host. Don't worry, Warlock, take your time. We're in no rush. You spooked me a little bit. Time to black rock and roll. Random demon from your hand into the battlefield. I thought that was normally set up to get Mal'Ganis out for the lock deck. You know, the jailer one. But why would you play it now? I'm kind of intrigued. We have Brawl anyway, so I'm not too concerned what comes out of it. It's a pretty big boy. That's an awful series of cards. Temptation to grab Finley just to flip my deck, but I have some good answers here right now. Give me Fizzle. And I'll push the button. Oh, there's Mal'Ganis. Well, that makes my life easier. Thank you. So, hang on a minute. What's in here? Okay, it's just big demons. Alright. We're gonna get smacked a little bit here. It's fine. So what Zilliax is here for? Oh, this is the spell you want to copy. Don't play another spell after this, please. And then I need to draw my I can't remember what it's called. Asvedon or something along those lines. Not what I was looking for, but this will give me 5 cards.
Say cheese.
I am only more deadly.
Alright. I have two 28-28 here. Does that deck have an answer to absolutely ginormous minions? I'm not sure. They must have hard removal, right? Well, we're about to find out, I think. I could Zilliax on top of Zilliax. Zilliax is all the way down, although I can't afford it, now that I look at it. Alright, let's just play some big boys. Oh, hello, Finley. Atten, what is your play? Look at fucking photograph of Fizzle's bouncers. Naga Giants. That's an understatement. Okay, so you played Darius and a bunch of undeads. This looks an interesting deck, honestly. Some value, a little bit of control. You're just a normal Trench Stalker. Oh yeah, you're the copied one, of course you are. Come on. Oh, I like that card. Okay, that one I don't care about. I'm considering brawling this. I think it might be the right play. As sad as that is. That's not terrible. It gets a double kill, puts one onto 1 health. And then I've still got enough to play a Zilliax to take out the 10 attack one. And then push the button. And we get to save our brawls. By the way, at 34 health, they're at 32. Pretty good. But Atom, I really like your deck.
We're not done with you yet.
Oh, you got Darius back. Very lucky. What's wrong, co-host? Just crying away. Alright, they're out of undeads. Okay. Unity Precision, by the way. I'll give you one of my Nagas, why not? What's in the Riff right now? I can't even remember. Oh, another chorus Riff. It might be worth well, I was going to say, maybe we should flip the deck. We're so comfortable right now, why would I do it? The reason I was thinking about it is to get Lor'themar to make these 16 18s.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
But there's just no threat, so why do it? Right, you're 8 9s. Screw it. Flip the deck. Flip the table. So my brawls are on the bottom of the deck, I think. Okay, that's pretty good. That's what I wanted. Oh, and the brawls weren't at the bottom of the deck. I'm dumb. Also, that's lethal. Co-host Millie. She's fine, I'm sure. Okay. Three and 1. If we can go positive with this deck, and I normally try to do 7 games, I'm a little bit, tight on time right now, so we'll see if we can get to the 7. If we can get to, one more win, if we can win this one, I think this is a resounding success. Alright. I'm going to keep Brawl just in case it's Imp Warlock. They haven't got a portrait, so I'm pretty certain it is Imp Warlock. Or at least some sort of Zoo Warlock. Now, Imp Warlock is not as good as it used to be. It's still really good, though. They've lost their bartender. Maybe it's not. Yeah, they've lost their bartender. I'm sure they've lost some other important pieces of the puzzle. They lost the sacrifice, right? But if it's the hybrid one, they still have all the abyssal stuff. It might not be, though. I may have misjudged Elliot. Maybe he just likes this portrait. Anyway, I refuse to bash that. You can keep hitting me if you want with the 1-1. Finley. You're wasting your harp as well, Elliot.
Who here can spell Zinjari?
We'll take a Riff, please. Ideally, I'd like to combo that to generate, you know, more bridge Riffs. It's fine. We can get at least the Riffs going. I think this is the same deck. Is it the same person? No, it's not. They were called Atom, right? What are you? Answer me.
Pick me! Pick me!
I don't even know if do I shield slam this? Do I care?
Any questions?
I guess that's also reasonable. Keep making them waste the harp. Okay, it's the same deck. And we can kill Dadius that's inside of it.
It's my turn!
Any questions?
Have you played a spell yet? I don't think they have. They might resurrect that, but if they resurrect it, I'll just brawl it. Or I'll just bash it twice and then shield slam it.
We're not
Oh,
done
there it is. So... Three, three. It's just easy to brawl. Pretty certain that was the worst outcome. You can keep that. Alright, fair enough. You get 10 damage. I basically neutered though your combo. And I've got the great answer for your symphony, assuming you start symphonying. Is that the verb of a symphony? Oh, hello. I think I'll take that card as well, please. Don't play a one-cost spell. Okay, thank you.
Magic betrays those who abuse it.
Now, I don't think I get to pick the first card, so I just want to see where this goes first. Completely acceptable. Then... Please stop hitting me in the face. And I can live with this. A little bit low on the old cards, though. So Mal'Ganis is possibly there. I'm a little bit spooked by opening that this turn. But if I don't do that, I'm playing Lavagorger.
Worthy or unworthy?
I'm basically passing. Theron is possibly too slow. Not Mal'Ganis. Alright. A lot of sticky undeads there. Oh yeah, they generated a copy of that. Piss. Oh, come on. I feel like we got a little bit unlucky with some of these. I need the Naga at the bottom. Nope. We will, I guess, Verse Rift. I think that's still lethal. 6, 5, 6 hits me for 6. It's not quite lethal.
This one's a tribute.
Now I think it is. Don't need it. That would have been useful. That would have been very useful. I mean, we're dead, I think. Alright, you got rid of, like, 2 of my most important cards. Interesting deck. Maybe I shouldn't have popped Thaddeus. Just throwing that out there. But if I didn't do it, they were going to do it eventually. I don't know. I feel like I misplayed that. Maybe I should have just left it in the slime as long as I could and just tank the hits. No, I think it was a fine line that we took. There were better symphonies we could have got as well, and that would have changed things for us. Like, if we got the AoE one instead, it would have cleared their board, right? I can't remember the game state. Alright, Paladin is another scary matchup. I think this deck is one of the strong ones. I'm surprised I'm not seeing as much bounce rogue, but kind of coming into this, I thought this... It's Mech Paladin. I thought the Divine Shield Paladin was going to be one of the strongest decks. That and Rogue. This one seems... Well, I say this one, it's Mech. But the Divine Shield Paladin does seem to be doing very well right now. The Rogue, not so much. Alright, I've got a horrible feeling they're getting their combo up, but at least I've got Brawl. I think I will take you off the board. It's not a lot of damage, but it's spooky enough to be worried. Yeah, here we go. They got the Savior Mooncatcher combo. It's only going to be 6 4s. How are you thinking? Interesting. Also worrying. Anyway, hopefully play their other 2 buff Divine Shield boys and we'll just brawl it. Yeah, alright. That's a good enough brawl for me. Okay, they keep it 6-4. It was a 50-50. Now, the real question will be, do I have time to play Blackrock and roll here? Answer, no. Do I sword to keep the weapon charge? Because if I Zilliax and hit it, I won't get any health back. But it's a good way to pop it. I don't necessarily want to pop it though right now, is the thing. Because there are probably going to be minions in the deck that give Divine Shield. I'm trying to think what I need here. I might just need to attrition this minion down for a little bit. More Divine Shields. I could Lavagorger, hope we hit huge armor. Not quite big enough. I'll take the 7. I was hoping I could then shield slam the 12-9. Do I still do that? It looks weird, but now if they try to trade the 12-2 in, it dies. My other problem now is I know the next card I'm drawing is not that helpful. Because it's Lor'themar and I won't have time to play it. Interesting. Makes sense. Oh, that is a problem. That is a problem. I don't think this saves me, right? 4 takes me to 20, 16, 17. They have to have it. They have to have some sort of buff. What I wouldn't give for a Brawl right now. I mean, it probably leaves the 12-2 up, knowing my luck. Was that discovered? No, it was in their hand. Fair enough. Man, just like that, going from 3-1 to 3-3. I think in that matchup, though, we win more often than not. They drew, like, the best mech paladin combo in their opening hand. Then we lost the 50-50 on Brawl. And then just kind of drew a little bit garbagely. Okay. Now Lich King to round it out. I think this is... Well, depends what the deck is, actually. I should shut my mouth until then. If this is Blood Death Knight, I think we can pretty comfortably beat it. Famous last words. The aggro one we should also be pretty good against. And the rainbow one, for that matter. Does rely on us drawing some of our control options. Which we really haven't so far. I honestly think this deck, if I could add one more card like Brawl, and I did consider even playing Broom instead of the Treasure Guard, just for one more board clear, I legitimately think this deck would be pretty decently into tier 2. I think it'd have a really nice series of matchups. Unfortunately, though, it always feels like it's just one control option down from being good. By the way, it's probably Blood Death Knight, since they have 35 health, which means I can just greed for as much value as possible, which is fantastic. That's how I want to play the game. Alright, thanks, Foxy, for just roping me every turn. Much appreciated. Joke's on you, Death Knight, my button's better than yours. Your button does 1 damage, my button does 2 healing. Ah. What do you think of that? I'm not even sure that was worth playing, but just in case they do something fancy on this turn.
Anybody?
Now, one thing I will say about the Blood Death Knight deck, and I say this sincerely, I think the only way they beat me is if they copy Patchwork multiple times. Like, at least twice, and just keep hitting Trenchstalkers, or they hit Lor'themar Theron to deny me value. They're probably not going to get there, because I think I'm going to be playing this on turn 7. But if they could do that and hit my giant cards, then I might have a problem finishing them off. They're also one of the few classes that can get to well above, like, 40, 50 health. So a giant Trenchstalker, they might be able to just... and then heal back up again. If I get a giant Trenchstalker, they might just laugh at me. But we'll see. We'll see.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Sure. I kind of regret drawing that now. I was hoping to Lor'themar it. Whatever. Obviously, a 34-36 Trenchstalker would be the bee's knees. But I've said it before, I don't think this is truly a combo deck. It's like a control value deck. And no one's playing enough Warrior on the Ladder right now to people to be scared of Trenchstalker. Okay, did we play a Riff this game? I just don't remember. We haven't, right? This will be the first one.
Pick me! Pick me!
Okay.
I have but little time.
You here for the tour?
I've seen a lot of people running tour guides in, like... I understand in Warlock, potentially. I don't really get it in Death Knight. It's basically a 1 mana 1/1 dealing 1 damage. I guess it gives you a corpse as well. It just seems a bit underwhelming. And surely Death Knight has some more options than that. Like the one I've been trying to run a little bit, again off camera. I was struggling to, like, cut cards out. why would you not transform the button? Foxley. I guess unless they want the corpse. Fuck's sake. The only, like, big benefit now of these huge stats is my living blade. I'd have loved a 24-34 Grommash. Oh well. Oh, I don't think you want to be using his fixates right now.
This may just be my best song yet.
Okay. I will take the verse riff here. I will take you, thank you. And let's try and get them to use... Great card for them to mill, by the way. For me. Let's try and get them to use some more of their removal. It's basically going to be impossible to get rid of all of their Death Knight's removal, right? They just have too much of it. I shouldn't do this because Frostworm Fury will target a random minion. But again, let's try and bait them to use some removal on this.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Who here can spell Zinjari?
What's the health at right now, by the way? 39. That's a pretty big boy. Man, if this had come one turn later, I don't think they'd have expected 24 burst. Alright, come on, asphyxiate it or do something like that. I know you have it. Interesting.
Pick me.
Now, do I think they did that because they're trying to burn cards? Or because that was the only way they could do it? Okay.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Riff me, please.
Who here can spell Zinjari?
I played the wrong card.
Anybody?
But you know what? I was meant to play Astalor there. I can make this work. Not well, but...
Pick me.
I actually forgot about Olgra in the deck. Wait. Is that how that's meant to work? I thought I was going to get a chorus riff out of it. I guess I didn't play the spell, so... That is the way it works. Okay.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Okay, I get the feeling you're going to have a big sad time. So this is going to be a 22. You're at 41. So I haven't got lethal. It's still really good. Do it. Next question. Do you have an answer to this minion? Because Corpse Explosion doesn't kill it right now. Soul's Stealer does. Oh, I really want to play a Naga Giant. But this is lethal. But it's a 56-56. Alright. If it was anything but Warrior, I might have, you know, played with them a bit longer. I might have played with my food a little bit longer. But the Warriors, they need the win percentage. They were at like 41%. We've taken it up to like 55% or something like that. Anyway, that'll do it for the stream and this episode. I will try and remember to put this in the comments as the... Not the comments, sorry. The description, the deck code for this. Have a go with it. It's a really fun deck. You can have some really big swing turns. And it's kind of hipster. No one else is running it, right? So if you're into that type of shit, you'll enjoy it. Anyway, thanks for anyone that joined me briefly during the stream. Sorry it was so short. Hopefully, in the future, we'll get a few longer ones. I still want to play some more Resident Evil 4. And I want to go back and play stuff like Mahokenshi and so on and so forth. Anyway, thanks for watching and good night.